Oh fuck. How do you find optimal hand placement on a table so that your hand doesn't have to bend weirdly in the middle of the chart? I gotta be honest, you can't really help with that. Your hand is like bound to move in the middle of a map. There are different patterns that your hand can come across, which they will have to adjust their arms slightly. Maybe your forearm, your wrist here, your wrist, maybe your forearm, even your fingers here, will have to adjust in some way to, you know, make room for like patterning, to play the pattern well. Your hand needs to move. You can't really just have your hand stand in a single spot for an entire map and just, you know, decide that, oh, that's just going to be the way you're playing this map now, because you can't. Patterns are hard and patterns are complicated. You have to let your hands move. If you could eat alpha, beta, or gamma radiation, which one would you eat? I actually had a very, very big discussion about this a few days earlier about this topic, this question with my online, with my real life friends. They decided that it was gamma radiation, because alpha radiation cannot penetrate even a thin piece of paper. The same goes for beta, but it just penetrates slightly more. That means if I were to ingest alpha or beta radiation, it would just be stuck in my body forever and kind of just kill my internal organs. Well, gamma radiation is strong, but it just penetrates human flesh, basically. And I'd rather have a one-time damage than an alpha particle slowly destroying my insides. Would you rather drink wet or dry water? Sorry for such a sensitive question. I am personally offended about this question that you are providing me. I'm going to personally sue you on Twitch, X, formerly Twitter, and I'm going to cancel you on Reddit. Wet water. I want to know how long are your fingers. Give me a sec. My thumb is 5.8. My index is 7.8. Middle is 8.6. Ring finger is 7.6. And pinky is 5.8 centimeters. How's the ratio and what keyboard you use? I'm gonna answer the keyboard question first. This is the keyboard I use. CK530 V2 TDC red switches. It's a very budget keyboard selling around like 60-70 quid right now on Amazon. And ratio part, you really can't like, you know, practice. I mean, you can practice ratio with like stricter judgments, playing accuracy map on like maybe a jack map for instance. But ratio is just something that you develop as you get better at the game. Like, I don't know, once you get better, your accuracy gets better as you get better at skills. You can't really, you know, force yourself to be an accuracy main if you can't act in general. I mean, you could have an accuracy arc where it just plays accuracy map in general, but that's not fun. Accuracy is just something that goes, just comes with you when you improve at the game, basically. If you had the chance to be with two girls and their ages add up to 28, what two ages would you pick? Jimdax, what the fuck? I'm currently 16, so two 14-year-old are the best choice for me, maybe? What's your favorite molecule? ATP. There's no competition. I love energy. What's your rhythm game resume? I assume, Tempe, you're asking what rhythm games I've played. I started playing rhythm games at the age of 10, playing a rhythm game called Pianista on mobile. It's basically a classical music rhythm games. I was a huge classical nerd back then, so I loved the game. I played it every single day. And then I moved on to real beats for 2 years. And there I met some guy called the Mystery L and Alika. Not Alika, Ali. You can actually see that comments on like some of my first videos. They brought me into the OSU community, but I couldn't play OSU because I was playing on an iMac. So then I moved on to Quaver because it's Mac compatible, and now here I am. What made you first start playing rhythm games and why? Again, I started on Pianista. I started on I started on piano tiles. That's what I started on. That's basically what everyone starts on. I saw a YouTube video of some guy playing a song, which I forgot the names of, on piano tiles, and I was like, holy shit, this guy's good at the game. They were not good at the game. Yeah, I saw it was cool and I downloaded it, and I just kept playing rhythm games for the rest of my life. What's your favorite map, Volcanic? What's your favorite Quaver memory? Give us a story. This is quite a while ago. This was between me gaming and iTropical back in around 2021. We were just sniping each other back and forth on leaderboards. It was just a fun time. From your personal opinion, please describe the Quaver community in 6 years from how you think it will be. Quaver community can either, it can go two ways basically. It can either die, or it can be bigger than OSU. Well, also Mania in that aspect, because you can't really go over OSU standard. It really just depends on how Swan wants Quaver to be. If he like puts in a lot of work and make Quaver actually like, you know, improve in terms of performance, getting more features in, promoting it, then I really wouldn't see Quaver suppressing Ultimania as that big of a surprise. But then if Swan decides that he has to move on to stuff and no one develops Quaver, then Quaver community could die. It goes both ways. Unrelated, but can you mimic how you think taking poison damage would be like? What's your opinion on Quaver charting versus OSU charting? In terms of regular maps, aka no SV, OSU charting is most definitely better because there's more mappers, they're more experienced, and it's just general high quality in terms of ranking, well, arguably. But in terms of SV and storyboard, or Quaver has SV and also a storyboard, it really goes like, it kind of balances out. Because Quaver SV is improving immensely for the past couple of months. Whereas also storyboarding has already been there since basically the start of the universe. But Quaver is catching up. I can see Quaver surpassing OSU in terms of storyboard. But in terms of regular map quality, OSU will still be better for like the next 5 years or so. What color is map? Blue. What's your least like map? There's a map called Insects Taste Nice, but that was ranked back in 2022. I have no fucking idea how it got ranked. Old me can map better than that shit. Why Quaver? Well, if you're asking why I started playing Quaver, it's because it's on Steam. And it supported Mac. I was playing on a Mac back then, so I just started playing Quaver because it's supported on what I was playing on. So if you're asking me why I sticked with Quaver, there really isn't much of a reason. I just started with this community, I liked the community, and I just kept playing it. Playing with the community. And you might be asking why I didn't move to Ultimania, because you know it's a bigger community, there's more tournaments, there's more activity going on. OSU community kinda just suck. I've been to 3 tournaments in Ultimania since my unban, well, false ban unban. I went to Meowmania, I went to GBC Autumn, and I went to Anti-Meta Matters. I went to those 3. GBC Autumn, people, what would you expect from the OSU community? Kind of ego jerking people off, and it's just general also community stuff. Anti-Matter Madness was chill, the only thing being Ting kinda, again, circle jerking people off for ego. And then comes Meowmania! God, that was horrific. We faced 2 teams, we were playing with a bunch of friends basically. We went against, the first team was chill, second team I wasn't there, but the third team, we went against a bunch of Russians, I think pretty popular I guess. And they were basically shit-talking us the entire time, openly, in Russian in chat. We decided to use Google Translate and use Google Lens to translate everything they said. Yeah, don't shit-talk people in other language. Google Translation exists. Did you have any regrets at all? Of course. Biggest regret? Playing Hypixel Skyblock. That game has pulled around 900 hours from my life currently on a fucking block game. What outside factors do you think helped the most in improving at the game? Literally anything from drinks to hardware. First of all, get yourself to 1000 FPS. I cannot stress how important this is to get your game running at 1000 FPS. It doesn't matter what your monitor is running at, honestly. You can play it in a 30Hz monitor, you can play it on a 60Hz, you can play on a 144, you can play on 165, you can play on 240. It doesn't matter. Just get your game to 1K FPS, because then you will have the most polling rate and no input, not latency, just input delay and input issues in general. Get your game to 1000 FPS, start playing the game, get like a GTX 1060 even, and that can definitely push the Canary version of Quaver to 1000 FPS. Get that, play the game. And again, the most important outside factors, and I really cannot stress this enough, get your temperature well. Get it to like a comfortable 15-16 degrees in room, and you can start pushing. You cannot play the game when you are cold as fuck, you just cannot. How do you feel about people idolizing you / looking up to you? Okay, these are 2 really different things. Let's talk about looking up first. Looking up at people is important. It's good for improving because then you really have a milestone or someone to basically set an aim for you, maybe to snipe that person's scores, maybe to get the same overall rating as that guy. Just look up to people. It's a good thing that you're looking up to people. Yeah, make them your inspiration, make them your rival even, because you know rivalry competition makes improvement on both parties, so that's good. But in terms of idolizing, I'm not really that big of a fan of idolizing people. Like again, top players are really just normal people, you know. They're not aliens, they're not ETs, they're not like some kind of monsters that play reffing game non-stop, even though we kinda are. Just don't idolize top players, please. What Chinese food would you recommend everyone to try? Preferably one you can make at home. Just get some egg fried rice, put some char siu or some kind of meat on it, and you are good to go. Delish. Can we 1v1 in Type Razor? Hit me up. Are you pregnant? Yes. What has been your favorite memory of the player clan, and so far, what are you hoping for in the future of it? There really isn't much I'm hoping for ATB to become. It's kind of just a chill little friend group clan, something around that. I'm not really planning on pulling it up to like, you know, some kind of maybe big events. I mean, if given a chance, definitely I would want ATB to, you know, be popular, for Quaver to be popular. But I'm not really going to be actively trying to get into some events, because, you know, honestly, I'm not really taking ATB as a very, very competitive and professional clan, considering how fucking mad you guys are at shitposting. But yeah, there's really not a lot of plans. I could get some plans up if you guys wanted, but yeah. Hey, can I 2v1 you in Tight Racer? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Can I take one of your ribs, specifically the left side, second from the bottom? I've heard it's crunchy. Bottom second. What do you want to rip anyways? In all seriousness, can you cook? Can you clean? Are you rich yet? Can I cook somewhat? I can make you some hard-boiled eggs. I could get you some fried eggs. I could get you some steamed eggs. A lot of eggs. Can you clean? Yes, but I'm too lazy to do it. Thanks, Mom. Are you rich yet? Not yet. My bank account is at 4 digits. With a dot in between. Any features you want added in Quaver or different games in general, just add Clan, please, Swan. I beg you. After Quaver 2 drop, please just implement Clan as soon as possible. Hobbies outside VSRG and somewhat rare content creation as a whole. Honestly, my entire personality is just circled around creation of content for Quaver and playing Quaver in general. I really don't know if you count this as a hobby, but I guess like studying biology, because I'm a big biology nerd. But other than that, I'm just a fucking loser at life. As a one-digit player, rank 8. I'm actually rank 6 right now because I just farmed a little bit before this. What does your average play session consist of? Are you playing for fun or trying to grind for a high overall rating? Neither. I'm currently trying to grind for skill. Trying to grind for accuracy, trying to grind for, I mean, like improvement in general, because the Quaver tournament just got announced like a few days ago. And, you know, I want to perform well in it, so I'm just grinding my ass off for accuracy, and especially late game accuracy, because I cannot play late game for the life of me. Gosh, what's your least favorite ATB member? I'm gonna get killed whoever I say isn't it, so I'm just gonna say me. How many times did you have an I'm not gay but $20 type of thing? Never! What the hell are these? What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Chocolate. What would you recommend to de-rust? I'm stuck at an infinite loop. De-rusting is a very, very complicated matter, honestly. It's really not something that you can get out of if you wanted to. Even if you wanted to, sometimes you just have to accept that you're rusted. But to de-rust, basically you just have to play warm-up, basically push and repeat, non-stop. That's how you de-rust if you want to de-rust quick. Just keep playing. Play maps that you like, play maps that you don't like sometimes. You really have to balance it out. Just play the game. Play it consistently, don't take breaks too often. Play for 1 or 2 hours every day, push, and eventually you de-rust. What woman is your type? Asian, petite, shorter than me, cute, I guess? I'm desperately looking for a girlfriend. How far do you plan to go in Quaver? Did you really expect to get where you are now? Send me a greeting, I'm a fan. Hello, Jimax! For the questions, honestly, I really didn't expect myself to be this big. Well, big. In Quaver, it's kind of just a thing that just happened. I was like, oh, monkey sub, oh. I really don't, well, I mean, I don't have plans for how far I want to go. I mean, I could just go however far I can, you know, to, you know, make Quaver more popular, to grow my community, blah blah blah. I really don't have a plan, like a precise plan in my head as to how far I want to go. I'll just keep doing it until I die, basically. But yeah, that will be all the questions. Thank you for everyone who sent the questions. I'm going to personally punish some of you that sent the sexual questions. But yeah, 1K sub. I really did not expect this at all, but thank you everyone for watching, subscribing, and just interacting with you in general to keep me sane from all the grinding. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.